Hey guys, DSN with you, and today we're going to be looking at the two amazing new machines that Toyota has introduced, and it's a 2019 Toyota Rav4. We have an XLE model and we have a Trail Edition model. It's actually cool that we have two of them together here, and we actually have a prior generation XA40. This is the XA50 body style Rav4. We have XA40 right beside it, and we're going to take a look at it as well, quick, just to compare. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a walk around today. Can't drive it today, unfortunately. We'll do that another time, but we're going to do a walk around. I'm going to show you some pretty cool features and what Toyota has accomplished. Before I go there, actually, I do want to thank Tony Graham Toyota here in Ottawa for allowing us to take a look at the both vehicles and compare them. If you are looking for a car for any Toyota and you live in Ontario, Canada, or any other province, because we do ship across Canada, please contact Tony Graham Toyota and we'll get you an awesome price. Alright guys, so here we are with the brand new 2019 XA50 Rav4. Beautiful job, Toyota. Amazing looking truck. This is our Trail Edition, Adventurous Edition, and it's just an amazing machine. I made a nickname for the vehicle and I call it a mini city Land Cruiser. Awesome looking vehicle. So let's look at the front a little bit. So what do we have? First of all, the lines, right? So we have a very edge separation of the bumper. So we do have beautiful colors here, right? So we have silver, we have a matte black, we have a blue. Actually, the Trail Edition comes in the two colors. So you see the roof is white, right? The roof is white and the rails is black on the top. So it's kind of a unique color, which is pretty cool and a very different looking. The optics. So I want to mention about the optics, the headlights. The headlights are LEDs. They look great, perform awesome at night, look very nicely. You have awesome fog lights in here on this side as well, and of course you have a nice aggressive fascia, which is with the Toyota emblem. Now Toyota emblem, there's a radar in here, so there's a radar for dynamic cruise control, and that's what they put in most of the vehicles. They have TSS 2.0, this vehicle for safety, and I'll touch base that in a little bit. But overall, the front looks tremendous, guys. Very nice looking machine. Great job once again, Toyota. All right, guys, the engine. So what can I say? Well, amazing improvement on the fuel economy. Reliability, I'm not going to touch because we know the history of the Rav4's reliability is just tremendous on those machines. By the way, this is a Canadian build. It's built in Woodstock, Ontario. Now, US, I believe they're getting their vehicles from Japan, but my fact might be incorrect, but that's what I read. Anyway, Woodstock, Ontario, Canadian build, has a beautiful motor. It's a 2.5 liter, delivers 203 horsepower with 184 pounds of torque to back it up from the start. Fuel economy, that's where it's interesting. It actually has 8.3 or 8.3 liters or 34 miles per gallon average on a delivery on the fuel economy. Now the hybrid, they're not announcing it yet, but their forecasting is going to be even more beyond better, and the price is not going to be big difference actually between gas and the hybrid. And actually Toyota's forecasting to sell most of the hybrids when the new model is when the hybrid is going to be coming out, and that we expected to receive it in April. It's 2.5 liter once again. It's mounted paired with 8-speed automatic transmission. It's not a CVT. So that's one thing about Honda CR-V, right, which is the main competitor for the RAV, is Honda has a couple of components that, you know, and I'm nothing against the Honda vehicles, they're great cars as well, but you have a turbo, and Rav4 does not have a turbo. It's natural aspirated. Second, Honda has a CVT, and here you have 8-speed automatic transmission with the prop, with the true gearing inside. Engine's actually from Toyota Camry. It's the same power plant, and it delivers a great performance and great fuel economy. All right, guys, we're doing an exterior walk of the vehicle, which is going to go around the car, and we're going to take a look at some of the features. I already touched base on the front end of the vehicle. It looks amazing, and Toyota did a great job. So we'll continue all the way around, and first thing what we're going to look at is the wheels. So the Trail Edition has like a blackout rim. It looks actually pretty awesome. It comes with a standard Michelin tires all season, and it's 235 55 19s. You have a beautiful black wheel arcs here, okay, that looks assertive and looks more off-roady. And of course you do have a two-tone roof. If you look at the XLE, the wheel actually looks very nice as well. Same Michelin tires, and it's a Primacy Michelin tires. That's a model of the tire, if anybody wonders. Also 235 55 19, that's an XLE model on this side. So big change is the mirror. So the mirror, they moved away from the body. So what they have done, before the mirror was actually located into the body, now they separated here and they give you a little window. A couple of things happen. You have a lot better observation when you're driving the vehicle. Second thing, it's quieter on the wind. Now Trail, it comes in a two-tone. As I mentioned before, you have a nice white roof here, and you have a beautiful rails, come standard with the sunroof. On the XLE model, you do have a sunroof, but there's no rail, there's only insert. Also looks nice. By the way, this blue color is very nice as well. It's metallic. Continuing forward, you do have a standard tinted windows in the back. The fronts are white, and we can definitely match it up and tint it for you for request of the customer. We do this all the time, and it looks awesome for privacy. Back wheel is and there's no offset. It's a standard same tire, 235 55 19. We continue to the back. The back looks awesome as well. You have also three-tone, just like the front. You have three-tone bumpers, and Toyota finally has made dual exhaust, which looks awesome. For me, it's important. Aesthetically, it looks great, and it was missing before. Now it's there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a look at the cargo area. I apologize, guys. It's a little bit dark actually, and same here. But we'll do our best here to try to. So we're gonna open up the rear cargo area with the key, right, which is a very beautiful feature here and nice to have and handy when you come and approach the vehicle. So in the cargo, you have a lot of space. You have a lot of space here. It's a little bit dark, I guess. A lot of space. You have a cargo privacy net that you can close off. You have a 40-60 split on the seats, and you do have a lot of area where the seats go all the way flat, so you can load up a great amount of cargo. Here we have a spare tire. It is a 19-inch. It's a donut. You have your tire jack, and of course the body all underneath. Not a lot to show there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna push the button. We're gonna close the rear hatch. It also carries an anti-jam protection, so if there is a hand or a leg or whoever or a box, it won't do any damage, which is quite intelligent. Optics at the back. So the lights, it's LED stop lights. They're actually very bright when you turn it on. The only thing here is you do have a regular turning signal light. It's a regular bulb, but Toyota did put in a brake light here, and you do have a third brake light a little bit higher with the shark fin, by the way, for satellite radio. It's all on the roof, ready to go. It's all here for safety. All right, coming to the side. So what do we have here is we do have our fuel cap. It's always on the driver side, and it does not open up from outside. You have to open up from inside. So let's do it together. So when we go in there, we're gonna open up here, and fuel lid is open, and here we go. Now, one thing I want to mention is rubberized insert, which is very, very nice. And when you do a fuel up and you use a gun, you don't gonna hit the paint, so you don't chip it, it doesn't rust. It takes a regular fuel. You do not have to run premium on the vehicle, which is excellent, save you some money. And overall, it looks great. So the other thing is you do have a turn signals on the mirrors. which is a great option for the safety, and aesthetically it looks great. So guys, that's an exterior walk on the RAV4 2019 XA50 body style, 5th generation Toyota. Great job. And now we're going to take a look inside and see what we can discover. Guys, just on a comparison here, that is a 4th generation RAV, so it's a prior generation to the XA50, and that just gives you an idea how it looked. It also looked very nice and was a very successful car. A customer loved it, and also was made in Canada and did a great job with that. But the new generation, wow, is just amazing what they have done. This is just giving you an idea so you can compare and see how they compare and what your opinion on the body style is. All right guys, let's look inside of the vehicle and see what we can discover and what they have done. Overall, the trim on the doors and stuff looks awesome. You have an aluminum insert, you have a power windows, power locks, and power mirrors standard. I love this. It's kind of a nice touch when they did a door cell like that. Looks very good and excellent. Now, this Trail Edition, you do have an orange stitch on leatherette, which looks pretty cool, and you do have a nice design. So it's very unique looking, and I really like it, what Toyota has done here. So now let's go inside and see what we can. For a couple of things, I do have ignition on, but I cannot start the vehicle because we are located inside now. So you have a tachometer on the left, and you do have a speedometer. Now, speedometer, it's actually a screen, so it's an interactive screen that changes. So it's when you put in a different modes. For example, sport, you have red. Normal, you have this, and if you go to eco, you have green, which is quite nice. And on to the left, you do have your fuel, and you have your temperature, self-explanatory, which is very good. Now the steering wheel is an interesting one. It's actually a Camry steering wheel. What I can see, it feels very nice, as Camry did as well. It's leather, and it looks excellent. Left side of the driver, we do have a pretty cool functions here. You have automatic high and low beams. You have heated wiper blades. You can turn on that. You have a heated steering wheel, and you can open up your hatchback as well. And this is adjustment for the dash lights, how bright you want them to be on. Now this screen is actually an interactive screen as well, and what it is I can't do anything right now with it to show you what functions it has, but it has quite a few. There's a trip, there are settings of the Toyota Safety Sense 2.0, all in there, very easy to operate, and you can operate from the steering wheel with this buttons. You do have there is a lane detection turn on, and also your radar cruise control, and you have your modes, of course, for the track skip and your volume on this side. And here you do have your lights is automatic. I do have it in the parking lights right now so I can see what's inside, and you do have your fog light switch, which is right over here. This is your switch for wiper blades, just like the other one. So a lot of stuff, if you're switching from another RAV4, you have no problem with other Toyota. You're going to be very familiar with where the layout is on this vehicle. The dash, Toyota did an amazing job, but the new dash is just awesome. So let's start from here. You have a nice deep cup holders. You have a nice little tray here that has design. We have our 8-speed automatic transmission shifter here, and you do have a multi-terrain, right? So you have mud, sand, you have rock, and you have all kind of dry, and you have a snow button as well. Downhill assist control. You have eco, normal, sport mode driving, which changes your speedometers I showed you before. You have your e-brake, electronic e-brake in here, and you have your hold, which is when you're up the hill, it will hold the car, which is quite nice. I want to mention, I do want to touch a little bit more on the off-roading capability of the new RAV4. They did a beautiful job, as I mentioned before, but check this out. So you have a mud, sand, and you have rock, dirt, right? So if you go rock, for example, you click on it, it does show you what's going to happen. You have a rock and what wheel is going to have what torque. If you go to sand, it changes that graphic, and I think that's pretty cool. It's a little thing, but you do have an off-roading capability here, which is very nice. So once again, another great feature that Toyota designed, and I'm sure a lot of owners will love this when they want to play a little bit with their new RAV4. I love the knobs. It's actually, you know what, from the temperature control, it's just like a Land Cruiser. That's what it looks like. It reminds me of the mini Land Cruiser so much. Anyway, you have your truck control. You can shut it off, and you do have a light on the dash. You have cool and heated seats. So cool, you have green lights. It's how much you want to cool, or if you want to have, you have orange LED lights, which is awesome. Very aesthetically clean looking and very nice. Also, you have a rubberized feel here. So a lot of soft touch material Toyota have put in, and they did a great job. So nicely done. All right, this screen. So the screen, we do have a stand-up screen here, which is interesting setup. So when you're driving, it's very, very actually comfortable because it's in your level, depends how high or how tall you are. So what do we have? We have our standard features. We have a Intune 3.0 here. We do have a Apple CarPlay, which is awesome. So great job doing. Now we have app functions. I'm just gonna get in. There's not a lot here, but anyway, we have to also update the Intune. I see it's showing me. Now one thing is I want to show you the audio. So let's turn it on. So we do have a Bluetooth Sirius XM AM FM standard. So if we go into XM, and we are hopping the BPM. Great channel, by the way. So good job, very, very nicely done. The resolution is very, very good too. I'm not sure if you can see. Now, if I go in the reverse, okay, I'm on the accessory here, but if you go to reverse, you do have your rear backup camera, and it's very, very clear. Let me just shut the audio off here quick. So it's very, very clear, and you have a parking lines, which is nice. Continuing through, you do have your SOS safety button here. You do have your lights, and you have a sunroof operation button. You do have your sunglasses standard function here. Now the Trail does come in the sunroof. US actually had a panoramic roof, but unfortunately, for some reason, Canada does not get it, and I guess that's okay, but it would be nice if we have an option because I'm sure some people can prefer. So here you have a glove box. It's quite large. You do have 2 chargers. It's 2.1 amp, and it charges quite. It's not a fast charger, but it will charge the phones, and it's very handy. You do have a GI charging here as well. So this way you just put your phone here if you do have a capable phone, and it will charge here on this side, which is nice. On the glove box side, so you have an insert. So you have an aluminum insert here. You have an orange insert. By the way, Trail only has orange, and you have a glove box very, very large. So it opens up here, no problem. The back seat is also quite large, and it has a nice seating position in terms of the height. Sorry there guys, it's a little bit dark in the car, but taping inside. So, but a lot of space. You have a great armrest with the 2 cup holders. Got a standard, very comfortable to sit, and the seat adjusts. And I'll show you here what I'm talking about. You have 2 air ducts, and overall it looks awesome from this side as well. One thing I want to mention is this wheel. So if you look at it, right, so it's exposed. So what happens is, I noticed that when you sit in the back, right, and I'm 5'11", so I do have a lot of space to seat almost to the back, but when you come out, okay, if you're not careful, you could get your pant cut, so you could get it dirty, your pant dirty on this side. So it's a little function. It's an interesting how they did it, but I guess it's a design of the vehicle, but it's a little thing to consider as well when you're looking at the vehicle and see if you're comfortable with that function. Guys, we're going to jump into the XLE model just so you can have an idea of the comparison on the vehicle difference in interior wise. So the seats, right? So you don't have a orange stitch, and you have insert in the middle. So this is the leather seat. Still looks awesome. Here, what do we have here? So we have a standard equipment, as I explained. The other one, it's the same. Steering wheel identical. Now, speedometer and tachometer is different. They're analog versus digital. So the other one is half and half. So you have a nice, beautiful screen in the middle. This one, you do have 2 circles. Also look very nicely aesthetically. You do have auto lights, same as the other one. Inside, a couple of things. So you don't have an orange insert, but you do have a nice tray, as I explained before. Same functions. Now, this one is a button. That one, the Trail Edition has a wheel, which is like a 4Runner or TRD Pro, Tacoma, but this one have a button. The same scenarios here. Automatic transmission. Also, also have heating seats. There's no cool seats. So Limited and Trail have cool and heated seats. This one you do have a manual button. That one is a push button. So aesthetically, of course, Trail looks a lot better in my opinion, but once again, everybody to their own. So here we are. Let me just look at wants to update the iTunes. Screen is very similar. Same thing. You have a backup camera as well. So this just gives you an idea, a little bit of difference in the XLE versus Trail. All right, guys, so we took a look at the Rav4s here, and we're going to do a little bit of conclusion on the machine. So first of all, what I want to say, 5th generation Rav4 XLE, and we have a Trail. Toyota, great job. I love the trucks. They look awesome. They're great features. Overall, very nice. Anyway, what I want to say is a couple of things. Is TSS 2.0, Toyota Safety Sense 2.0. All the vehicles have it. It's standard on the Rav4 5th generation. What you get? Well, you get pre-collision system, right? You're driving, something happens, you don't see the brake lights in front of you, the vehicle will brake for you, which is amazing, saves you a lot of accidents. Second, it detects pedestrians and it detects bicycles. It has cameras in here, it has radars in this side. It also will brake if it detects some. Very, very cool. Automatic high beams. You have also automatic high beams. They turn on and off from the low beam, so that's great. Another one is the Toyota Safety Sense includes lane departure and lane monitoring. So when you're driving, a lane assist. When you're driving, if you're starting going off the lane, the camera's watching. It will help you assist you back in the lane. So that's a Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 standard and the Rav4 2019 5th generation. Second point I do want to touch is towing. So LE XLE Limited can tow 1,500 pounds, guys, and so that's this model. The Trail, it tows 3,500 pounds. So if you are looking to tow something, the Trail is your beast to choose. It's an awesome car overall, by the way, and if I do have to buy one, it's gonna be a Trail option. Why? Because I love the aesthetics of it. It just looks great. You have two-tone, blue, questionable for me, but everybody to their own. But overall, vehicle looks awesome, full of features, and it looks really, really rugged and very assertive. So guys, DSN with you. That was a little walk around on 2019 5th generation XA 5.0 550 Rav4. Also, it carries a TNGA platform, brand new from a prior generation.